Good morning, people. Good morning, everyone. Nobody's in right now, but pretty sure that somebody's going to come in. Yes, the Conjuring House saga. Where is my mouse? There she is. The Conjuring House saga. Yeah, woke up this morning and saw that the owner of the Conjuring House put a lengthy post on her Facebook page to, well, I don't know, basically said that, well, at first, sorry, my beard is all over the place. So, yeah, basically, she said that she fired the people that the massive exodus of staff that she had earlier on this year. Now she's saying that she sacked them. Philly girl, good morning. Morning, nope, nose. Yeah, now she's saying that she sacked them. And she's kind of going into a rant that her place is like the most known haunted place. And the problem comes from the fact that at first she bought the place, wanted to make, sorry if I say it like that, but that's what it is. She was planning to do a shitload of money with it and going around asking for $1,200 for weekdays or $1,500 for a weekend per creator, and to have your video reviewed because she wants to see everything that goes online. She's killing the place. And she's putting, Mattia, good morning. She's putting the blame on everybody else. I'm sorry, lady, but you are killing your own business. And then she goes on her post saying that she had staff pretending to fake. But don't tell me she didn't know about it. She destroyed a good place to go and investigate. When Corey Heitzen and his wife had the place, it was a place to go and investigate and have fun. Sometimes even Corey would join the investigation. But that lady, from all that I hear from friends that went to investigate there, she goes and she kind of leads the investigations. And her staff has to be present during the investigations. That's a big red flag. And going around asking for, yeah, probably $400 for people just to visit the place, and afterwards to ask phenomenal amounts of money per creator just to film there. You destroyed your own business, lady. I'm sorry. And going around pretending that you didn't know that some people were pretending to talk, to communicate with spirits, just by saying it in your post, you're acknowledging the fact that you knew about it. You knew about everything. When that saga exploded, you tried to patch up because you knew the boat was sinking. But now you have a massive gash in your boat and the boat is sinking really fast. Even with the new staff that you hired. I'm sorry, I don't care about the new people that you hired. You rendered the place that now no Morning Claire, no paranormal investigators that are really into the business to really search for something, they won't go there anymore. They won't go there anymore. People will go because they heard about the movie, they saw the Sam and Colby video, or they saw the overnight video. So and yes, Philly girl, that's why I wanted to come here on StreamYard, because on Streamlab I can't do this. Yes, there's plenty of places that are worth investigating, and they don't cost as much as the Conjuring house. I went to investigate the Monroe house, and it's $175, and the Eddie and his wife, they give you everything you need. You have snacks, you have drinks. The place doesn't have Wi-Fi. Why? Because it's a paranormal researching place. So you don't need Wi-Fi. Yes, it's cool to do a little live stream to to include your viewers into your investigation, but do it on your broadband. Do it on your phone signal. Well, some people doesn't have enough data to do it. Well, it's a place you don't want to be polluted by EMF and things like that. All right. And yes, guys, and it was a place that it was up there in my place to investigate as well. But now, do I still want to go there? No. I'm more interested in the woods and the back than the place itself. Yes, Claire, it's around in the weekdays, and that price is per creator. Per creator. Um, it's just not just it, yeah, it went from when Corey was the owner, I think it was about around $300 overnight for a group of 6. But now it's $1,200 a week and $1,500 in the weekend. And that is per creator. So if I go there, as an example, I go there with the guys from the Outcasts. All right. So it's going to be, we go there in a weekday. But for them, it's going to be a weekend because the guys work. And the only time they're available is Saturday. So we go there on Saturday. It's $1,500 for them. And it's $1,500 for me because we're both creators. We're going to both put our videos on YouTube. And she has to approve the video before you put it online. And that comes probably because of the people that when devil this, demon that, and all of this and nonsense, and the fakers and the people that probably had a couple of strings showing and things like that. So, and woke up this morning seeing that even creators in the UK are reacting to it. So it's It's right here in our backyard. And creators from the UK. All right, it's somebody that was really involved into the Cody and Satori saga. And the guy has something probably for the Conjuring House. Probably it was a place that he dreamed of investigating, and now the ship is sinking, so he's kind of finishing the job. But the day that she bought the place and wanted to make it what it is right now, well, she killed the place. She totally. I'm sorry if I say it like that. Well, yes, she absolutely killed the place. She killed the place because she boosted the price to make a massive profit. She went into, I don't know, and now she's going around um, telling that she's a victim in all this, and she is the one that um, thanked all the former staff, because the former staff, the working environment wasn't um, what she thought, or I don't know. I wasn't there, but the only thing I know, and that is fact, that we had a massive departure of the former staff. They all departed at the same time, all together. And now she says that she is the one that said, okay, you go, I'm going to replace all of you. And even saying that, oh, some of my staff wasn't truthful in in their in their doing. And it's really sad, because I'm gonna read a little portion that I read this morning, and just a moment. I'm just uh, and she goes really hard. For those of you who haven't heard it, yeah, and I know it's sometimes. If you don't, do you want me to read it to you? Because I don't have it on screen. If you want me, I'm gonna read it to you. The post is still there. It's right there. So, and yeah, exactly. So there it goes. Happy July, everyone. I'm hearing about a lot of hateful rumbling from people who are not in Conjuring House supportive mood by the sounds of it. As you may know, TCH is the most famous haunted location in the world. We attract hundreds of people from around the globe per month to Burrillville, Rhode Island, to partake in one of our fucking experiences. Okay. Oh, she's mad now. She's mad. Okay. I am told that some members of the paranormal community and government official keeps attacking TCH. Now she includes the government in it. All right. Yeah. Smell a cuckoo there. All right. There are many wonderful paranormal investigators and honest government people who have constantly supported the paranormal field. Many members of the paranormal community have commended the expansion of experiences at TCH to broaden the interest in paranormal activity that demonstrate the continuity of consciousness. Hey Andy, I'm reacting on the Conjuring House saga. Yeah, and it's a funny one. As to the others, whatever. Whatever. So she tries to extend a hand to the paranormal community, but for the ones that told the truth and hey Punksy, good morning. So to the one who told the truth and exposed some people, those are not good people. And listen, when I say that there's a cuckoo in the nest, there's a cuckoo in the nest, all right? We really don't care about people who abuse and attack people. We consider them evil and wicked people. In fact, we never want any person with these personality affliction to visit us at TCH. So if you are among the wicked moon personality challenge, then stay away. So people with rational thinking and critical um, thinking have a wicked moon personality challenged. Okay. And she's the one saying that they are evil and wicked people and things that the government she's is after her. All right, carry on. We now have the kindest hardworking people with positive outlooks on our staff. Our all new staff, with just a couple of previous staff, consists of Brian Densero, Kevin Martinek, Tara Finn, Sarah Gagne, Vicky Bentley, Sage Thibodeau, Shannon Collins, and Amanda Noel Millette. Our reviews are reflecting the great energy of our invigorated staff. All right, and if you have people that goes there like already with a morning Shannon with a like so oh thank you Shannon little oh, thank you you're so I that puts a bomb on my rant that puts a bomb on my rant but you know she's kind of playing the victim right here and I'm sorry but I'm calling a cuckoo when I see one and right there I'm seeing like somebody is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So there are always growing pains when you start or take over a business. No, there are growing pains when you start rendering the thing that is now. It's like the guy that bought um, that medical corporation and decided to boost up the price of a medication. Remember that guy that like boosted the price of like from 1,000% or something like that. It went like from $5 for like $1,000 a capsule. She did the exact same thing. She took something that worked and just boosted the price. But growing pains on when you take over a business, no, there are growing pains when you you try to take advantage of a business. I wouldn't have said it like that, Claire, but exactly. So, um, I am not apologetic that I needed to turn over the first wave of TCH staff. Among the reason of the dismissal of these people were cruel and hateful verbal abuse towards others and suspecting that some staff were fraudulent in their investigating methods. You defended them. You were behind them like 1,000%, and they departed themselves. And right here, you're saying that among the reason for the dismissal, it's like you fired them. You didn't fire them. They stepped away. She's playing the victim. And when she's telling about the fraudulent in their investigating methods, she knew about it. She encouraged it. I will never be defeated or destroyed now or at any time in the fucking future. Oh, she's upset. So fucking be it. She's really upset. Yeah, I know we're crazy. Yeah, Philly girl, I'm the same. I'm the same. Oh my god, I appreciate the township of Burrillville, Rhode Island, for their support and guidance. They have helped TCH to grow its business and attract tourists from around the world since I bought the property and the business in May of 2022. That is wrong because Corey, when he bought the business, he had people coming in like from the day that Sam and Colby went there the first time. People were pouring in. When that lady took over that house, she knew that that place was a cow to milk and milk and milk and take all the milk from it. And I don't have lots of viewers because I've just noticed that Beardo decided to go on a Pew Pew Thursday and usually he does it around this. Usually he does it later, but now lately he does it like quite early. I love the guy. The guy is like okay, but it's like every day, and then he's sucking all the you know that's another thing. It's like when you are beginning to be popular and like live streaming all the time, you're diluting people are trying to innovate and you're all right. You have your thing to do, but you know it's like hey, I'll go live every day, so I'll keep everybody on my side for all the time. But it's like, come on. So let's carry on. As always, we welcome any and all paranormal curious and or paranormal enthusiasts and seasoned paranormal investigator to our location. Okay, so for the real paranormal investigators, for the one that does that for a living, they're not welcome anymore because the way it's the paranormal curious, the paranormal enthusiasts, and the seasoned paranormal investigators. Because the seasoned is like you're just a paranormal investigator in the summertime. In the winter, it's too cold, so you stay home. When you're a paranormal investigator, you do it all the time, even freezing your nuts off in a church in Quebec. You know, Matt? You know, in November, freezing your nuts in Rivière-la-Guerre. So, all right. We continue to be thrilled with the people visiting us from around the globe. Every day, we meet people who have traveled far and wide with anticipation to have an authentic paranormal experience. Because the people don't know that before the former owner, Corey, was asking for less than you asking right now. And there are not probably they don't know about the saga, the all everything that is going on right now with that place, with you, the new owner of that place. And I'm just waiting for her to like come and say, "Oh, I'll get you for defamation." Go ahead. I'm entitled to talk about something that is fact. You went and took a business and doubled the price, the asking price of that said location. It's like taking a product off your shelf and doubling the price of it and saying, well, that's fair. When you're the only person distributing that product, that's not fair. That is taking advantage of people. And that's what you did. Let's carry on. We look forward to hosting all of the good and morally upright people because the world is filled with such people more and more than the hateful, wicked, and low density people that should look in the mirror rather than rage at the people, animals, communities, and habitat surrounding them. No, because we have to rent once in a while for people like you that takes advantage of people. You are taking advantage of paranormal investigators that want to experience a place that was rendered popular by everything that happened. It's not just the house, it's the land. People want to investigate and experience everything. What you did, miss, you took that business and burned it to the ground. Gypsy Road. Gypsy Road. Probably a name change, but good morning. So, and yes, Philly girl, like now she's coming and hey Rick, hey Rick, hi, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh my god. Hey Rick from Paranormal Highway, guys, and she took something off a shelf. She did the exact same thing that the guy from the guy that bought that medical company and tripled the price of that medication. She did the exact same thing. And now she's trying to play victim. Lady, you took that place and you took that ship. You took, good morning, Sydney. You took control of that ship and you sunk it. You didn't just drove it past the freaking iceberg. You drove the fucking ship right through it. All right. Oh my god. Oh, this post is directed at specific people in the United States and elsewhere who I am told are abusing and attacking people for no fucking reason other than to terrify them for continuing their interest in the continuity of consciousness, i.e., paranormal activity. Okay. But no, they're just telling people not to go to your spot because you are asking. Thank you, Pharma Bro, aka Martin Skirelli. Thank you, Don't Knows. That guy, she did the exact same thing that guy did. But that guy had that, he had it coming. The guy was like a fraud and everything. But even though, but now she's telling that we're attacking her for the thing, for the house, for no, we're attacking you because you are taking advantage of a situation. You're taking advantage of people. Now your former employees saw your game. They went away and now you're saying that you sacked them. The state of Rhode Island has defended its businesses that have come under attack from wicked and evil forces to curtail their freedom of expression. Rhode Island was founded by Roger Williams in 1636, and he espoused freedom of expression and freedom to practice your personal belief regarding the laws of the cosmos. What? Okay, I will have to go check my historical facts somewhere because I never heard of Roger Williams first. 1636. That would be like 2 years after Three Rivers. And I know that we had a couple of British settlements on the east coast of the United States and some Dutch, but the state founded in 1636. I would I because the United States and the your states were found. Everything started in 1776. So a city could have been founded in 1636, but not the state. I'm sorry. Okay, I will go and check the facts. And guess what? I'll come back tomorrow with all the facts about Rhode Island. All right? I'll go and do research. I'll go and do extensive researches, and I'll give you morning, Papa. Yes, Joseph. Good morning, Joseph. So I'll do my research and I'll destroy our little Roger Williams 1636. Yeah. And oh yeah, and he founded that from the laws of cosmos. Yeah, he didn't founded he didn't discover the land for the King of England or anything. No, we for cosmos. For ET. All right, I am told by the state of Rhode Island and the township, sorry, of Burrillville that they will continue to protect and defend TCH from the people who are trying to hurt our business. And to that, TCH remain eternally grateful to Rhode Island, Burrillville, and every other town and community that supports freedom of expression for their residents and their businesses. Well, lady, it's a little bit normal they will support you because you will pay probably historical and a crazy amount of tax money. All right. Probably you're pumping so much money into your business that sometimes you give a little brown envelope to the people of town hall. I don't know. When you charge $1,200 or $1,500 per creator, and I'm pretty sure there are lots of YouTube creators that go there. I'm pretty sure that with all those creators that went and visit you, and especially when Sam and Colby rented the place for a whole week, you didn't make an extra ton of cash that you could have given some voters, some town officials to just turn a blind eye or on your sketchy business. I don't know. In my years of working in businesses, and especially when the position I was holding before I went, I went from a job to another. All right, when I left the army, I worked as a welder. I worked as a uh, iron worker. Buildings, welders, and everything. That's what I did. I did that for at least 2 years, but I quit because of the fumes and everything. And afterwards, I I worked as a security guard for a little bit, and afterwards, I went to work as a machinist. After being a machinist, I didn't like it, so I went to work as a parts clerk for. I went to do my course. Sorry, to be a parts clerk, but being a parts clerk, I decided to be a buyer for companies. So basically, I was handling the wallet of my bosses. So when you were in business and you go and you pump lots of money into your vaults, well, sometimes, yeah, you will think, yeah, yeah, you are over everything, but you are not. You are not. You're just trying to take advantage from something that is good. It's like taking, for example, if Elon Musk, instead of giving all those Starlink systems to the Ukrainian army, have decided to sell them to the Ukrainian government for like twice the price their sell. Can you imagine the outbreak? Everybody that would have been upset about it. That's why the paranormal community is upset about you, lady, because you took something that everybody liked and you just decided to make it unaffordable, unreachable for some of us. They are young creators that are just starting in this business and they are expecting to make a living out of it. And what you are doing right now, you are telling them, don't do it because somebody's going to come one day and make it so much unaffordable for you that everything you had invested in what you are doing, you did it for nothing because all of the owners of every location will decide to boost their prices up. And paranormal investigating is going to become like golfing. It's going to be like the most basic thing that cost a whole lot of money. And that's what it is. It's like taking something that is the most affordable thing there is and making it unaffordable, unreachable. And he said, yeah, they were invited. Well, uh, yeah, but you know that when you have, and yes, some, and I said it before. Exactly, Matt. Exactly, exactly. So, and yeah, she brought all those, and that's the indecent. Danny, good morning. And that's the indecent thing about it. She's inviting those big YouTubers that make loads and loads of money. Oh, like come over here, do it for free. While the guy that is taking everything out of his pocket to pay for a location, well, he has to pay for it. Why? Because he's nobody. He's nobody right there, but he's probably somebody in his community. He's probably somebody in the paranormal community that you don't even know about. And that's another thing, Andy. That's another thing. You could go there and for one reason or the other, spirits don't want to talk to you. they just don't want to interact with you because I don't know, they don't like you. They're yeah, exactly. I could for that price. I have like a freaking round trip ticket to freaking California, or at least like Virginia City and in Nevada, where at least I know that I'm gonna have some shitload of activity, or go to the UK. So yes, Jason Haas tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8, he's gonna come and he knows the place. His daughter is part of that saga. So I'm gonna be there watching. I'm gonna be watching and be there. Watch what um what Jason will have to say about it. And yeah, but it's just it pisses me off because she's there playing the victim on something that she provoked. That's something that she created. If you're in this situation, lady, because you did what you did, if you had kept the prices as low as it would, like where when Corey and his wife had the place, or okay, I'll boost the price, but I'm giving you a little extra. You'll have snacks, you'll have drinks, you'll have, a little bit more comfort. You're not offering anything else for the price you're asking. The only thing you're giving is you're putting one of your guides into the way of content creators that just want to do their thing. It's like you're having people lurking over their shoulder watching what they're doing. Good morning, Betty. When I go to a location, I don't want the owner to be like going around lurking in my back watching me. If it's like a private house, yeah. Like this Saturday, Lottie. Well, I'll be your daily podcast for your daily renting podcast. But it's like you provoke something, but now you're trying to play victim. It's like my tires are flat, but I drove over the glass. The alien. Morning, Laura. Good morning. So yeah, it's like don't come trying playing victim when you provoke something. When you take something that is precious to a community and render it inaccessible to it's all right, Claire, it's all right. But yeah, it's like pushing a kid into a pond, say he fell, and trying to defend yourself that he fell in the pond. No, you pushed him. We saw you push him. It's the same thing. It's like putting people in the spotlight, but afterwards saying that they weren't truthful. You put them in the forefront of the spotlight. You knew. Don't tell me that you didn't knew that this would have some sort of backlash. But you probably didn't expected that kind of backlash. Yes, people, unfortunately, Claire, unfortunately, she's gonna still have people going, and people just want to experience the Conjuring House because the Conjuring House name in the algorithm is good. So, oh yeah, so so people will still go. People will still pump some money into is or vaults, but the real ones, the real investigators, the real content creators, the I'm not considering me a big content creator. People go, oh, why you get 26,000? I considered myself a lucky one. All right, I'm consider myself a lucky creator that came in a good time, and I'm just doing something the right way and people like it. But even if I don't have the Conjuring House in my repertoire, I won't be sad. Yes, I'm not true. Not true. I'm sorry. I retract that. I retract that. I'm man enough to retract that. I'm sad because yes, I wanted to experience the place. Yes, I wanted to feel the land. Then and there it is. I'll go and visit the place for $20. And I'll just go around and feel the place. But I won't go there and investigate or pay astronomical amounts of money just to experience it. No, I wanted to investigate it. Yes, I wanted to go. Yes, but everything what is going on right now, no, I am not going. If one of these days she decides to say to Corey Heitzen, like, okay, take that damn house back, I don't want it anymore. And Corey brings back the prices and everything like it was before, I'll go. I will gladly go. I will gladly go and encourage Corey. But this lady, I'm sorry. As long as you're gonna be the owner of the Conjuring House, miss, I won't go there. And I will tell everybody I know not to go there. I will come on my platform and tell people don't go to the Conjuring House. Don't go and encourage that lady. Don't give her your money. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit for Lottie because she missed a bit, and I love my little Lottie. She's my friend. Lottie, the owner of the Conjuring House, put a massive post on Facebook saying that she fired the former staff that decided to massively depart by themselves, and that everybody that critics the Conjuring House are bad people and evil people, and the government is after her. And yeah, she's going at it. She's mad, and she's saying that now she's having a more balance and more civilized staff, and she decides. I'm kind of uh, putting, when you put the nose of your dog into what he did on the floor. Well, I'm doing it to her right now because she took that place and decided that would be cool to boost the price and ask for a crazy amount of money to go and investigate there. It's like taking 30's drive and like tripling the asking price to investigate it overnight, and putting some staff into your investigation all the night to just like watch over you, and before you release your video you have to send it to her So she review it, and she doesn't like what she sees. She send the video back to you and say, no, you have to re-edit it. So that's what happened with the Conjuring house in the US. And this morning she's trying to play victim. And I saw a couple of posts, and I saw that Mythos and Bad to the Bone reacted because they are like their noses right up that saga with the Cody and Satori thing. But when I saw that Jason Hawes was about to react on that, and I saw that Joe Vitale reposted something about it, and like I said, okay, what's wrong? And I went to the news, and I went directly on the site of the Conjuring House, and I saw the post, and I even read it. So yeah, so I'm just putting the nose of the lady that is trying to well, it's already out there, Matt. It's already out there. I'm not a massive fan of Mythos, because I think he's the kind of guy that kind of manipulate the narrative that the way he wants. Like he rendered most of our tools like they are pieces of shit. It's so he's telling us basically that we are idiots. And when people are trying to lecture me on something, and especially when they are not scientists and they are not like basically credible people, because the guy went one time saying that Jason Hall sent him an email when Jason never sent him an email. So he lost lots of credibility on my part when he did that. So I just saw the thumbnail of this guy at Morning About Files. So I just saw that he did something, and he did like his all the time kind of react on his thumbnail. So, and I saw Bad to the Bone, same thing. I just saw the thumbnails. But when I see things, I don't react on what I go to the facts, and I went to the facts. And when I come here and I rant with facts. I don't give my opinion. Yes, I will. I can give a little bit of my opinion, but most of it are facts or fact. And my opinions are based on fact. And the fact is that lady took something, triple, double, quadruple, whatever the price of it. And now she is playing victim, that she is the victim of a conspiracy of some sort. No, you took a boat that was perfectly fine and you started drilling holes in the hull. And now it's going down. You're trying to patch those holes and you can't. So don't come over trying to lecture us or on something. So yeah, so that's my take on Mythos, and that's me. If you like that guy, perfectly fine. And but I just think he's an opportunist, and 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 yeah, yeah, but exactly, Andy, and he's just, hey, Eddie, I'm renting about. I don't know if you saw the post this morning on for about the Conjuring house. So that's why, and yeah, and we all know that when you press a walkie-talkie, we all know all paranormal investigators, real ones, We know that when you press a walkie-talkie, the freaking REM pod will go haywire. The red light will go flashing and that will go crazy. We we all tested everything. I even tested the freaking plasma ball. I know that I can trigger a REM pod with a plasma ball, all right? We tested everything. But he's trying to show people, now I'm ranting about the guy, and he's trying to show people that we are all using walkie-talkies and stuff like that. And the flashlight that I'm making it so, yes, it has to be on the verge of opening and closing. It has to. And I do it all the time. Sometimes it won't light for ages. And all of a sudden, when I ask a question, and I don't use walkie-talkies on investigations. The only time I can have a walkie-talkie if we are in a massive place and somebody can get lost or hurt. That's it. It's only for emergencies. But the places I investigate are so small, I don't need a walkie-talkie. And I don't have the use for one. Anything can trigger a REM pod. We all know it. And yes, he goes, oh, with the spirit box. I just saw the thumbnail with him in the spirit box. I didn't even spend the time to watch it because I know that you wanted to manipulate the narrative the way that he wanted. But he never tells that we don't listen to the radio stations proper. We can make the difference with the radio stations and everything. But we're listening for the voices that come through, and sometimes the same voice will come through like many times. So that's it's Mythos Paranormal, Eddie. Just like it's just the way that he kind of debunks his stuff, and sometimes he thinks that massive investigators send him emails and so he lost lots of credibility on my part. Exactly. And when it links up, especially, exactly, sometimes you have answers that and the answers you get are in relation what's happening or what is about to happen. So yeah, I'm kind of going off track right here. Yes, Lottie. Yes, Lottie. And I cannot wait, and I'm still looking. It's just when I check the trip and everything, and what kills me, and that's the thing, what kills me the most, well, it's the exchange rate. The exchange rate, it's really bad. Our money is so low. It's like we're the poorest probably country in the world. I don't know. But I I just want, like, hotels and stuff like that, Airbnbs are really expensive. And I want to go there and, like, I don't want to squat, but if somebody say, "Hey, I'll be your hotel," like, I have a comfortable couch, and so, or I'll buy a freaking air mattress. I don't care. It's just lodging that is kind of a thing, and on, yeah, and Andy, my home, my house is a place for you, for anybody that wants to come to Canada. This house is, if you want to investigate, and we have from hour drive, 2 hour, 3 hour drive all around me. They are like haunted spots and places, and we have, and just Ontario is not very far, and have friends in Ontario, and that's the thing. It's always the lodging. It's always a place to stay when we go, and when we travel abroad. When I travel, like when I'm going to Gettysburg, the main um uh, and yes, Lottie, it's like being having a place somewhere and go around. So yeah, and I know that Colin Blackshore, he offered me some a place and everything. I know that well, but I have to really plan everything properly, a little bit like I did in California. But I realized when I went to California that it what kills us is the lodging. When you can have a place to investigate and sleep there. Morning, Steve. When you have a place to investigate and sleep there, that's awesome. That's the best you can do. You pay just for one thing, but when you have to pay for a location and pay for a place to stay, that's kind of hard. Um, I know that over there in the UK, you have lots of abandoned houses. So all the abandoned houses that that you have, so those are free locations to investigate. So then you just have to pay for a hotel or a Airbnb. But well, Melissa, if I ever go to uh, well, Lottie, if I rent out a car in the UK, I will probably be as bad as the baddest driver that you have, because we don't drive on the same side of you guys. So I will have to kind of like rethink everything. But Melissa, I have a couple of places that I want to visit in the UK. Like visit as a tourist and visit as a paranormal investigator. Um, um, like when I went, um, that amount of time, yeah. But yeah, when I went to California, I like when I went investigate the Queen Mary, we slept on the Queen Mary, so that was a win-win situation. When I went to investigate the Glen Tavern Inn, Tower of London, yeah, um, um, the Glen Tavern Inn, I was sleeping there. It's when I went to investigate I wanted to investigate the Witch's Tower in San Diego, and when I went to investigate the Patterson House in Winchester, I had to rent a hotel. So that was the bad part. And other places, when I go to investigate, I have to rent out hotels and stuff like that. And so yeah. Unfortunately, Parasolo. Unfortunately, and it's the same for lots of us. We don't. Oh, Kesselman in Ontario. Well, I'll check it. I'm going to Woodstock Saturday, so and I'll be meeting somebody in Ontario that probably some of you guys right here like. I know I like him. I mean, I love him. I'm meeting him up with Angelo. Yes, I'm meeting up with Angelo. He will most likely join me at the Manor House, and on Sunday he invited me on his podcast, on the Brave podcast, and we are looking into probably going into investigating his crazy forest near his place, or probably that abandoned house that he has, like, called like Canada's Conjuring House, like talking about the Conjuring House, Canada's Conjuring House. So yeah, I haven't seen Angelo in a while. Last time I've seen Angelo was like last November, and oh, you live in Australia now. Well, Melissa, I'll find Castleman, Ontario, and I'll research it, and I'll do something for you. Well, have a great day at work, Hetty, and be safe. Catch you sometimes around. So yes, Claire. So yeah. Oh, you were born in Australia. That's cool. So the town was founded by your ancestors. That's really cool. Wow. That's really awesome. Yes, Claire. That's why I wanted to go with Angelo, because I just wanted to find out, because I know Angelo, and people, yeah, people sometimes will say Angelo can, but no, I know. Most of the time when I investigate with him, he's the most truthful guy I investigated with. So that's why he's my friend. And I last night he released a video, um, uh, uh, about the you went back to the crazy woods near where you live, and those woods. Uh, I was hearing, and they found recently, when you went fishing up north recently, and somebody went into those woods, and even if it wasn't really a sacrifice, sorry, killed a poor dog. Somebody killed a poor dog in those woods. So there's some crazy stuff going on. So I'll go there, and I'll I'll check with Angelo. But yes, I'm going Saturday to the Wade Manor, and Chris. On my way back, I was thinking about stopping in the Brockville area and go and say hi, because haven't say hi to you, and every time I come back, I'm kind of so knackered, so beat up, that I'm kind of like a zombie. But like, that's when I come back from the US. But like, when you have like a 10-hour drive in your ass, you're like, "Grr," you want to go home. But that this time it won't be the same. Like, so uh probably do a little Hamilton. Oh, you're still in Hamilton. I thought you moved to Brockville. Well, I'll be just like next door. So yeah, I'll go say hello, because I know Hamilton is like on the other side of Toronto. So yeah, that's about it. Yes, and Lottie, I'm gonna head off too, because I've been renting for an hour. The two previous ones were like 30 minutes, because I had nothing to say. But when you have something to say, well, sometimes it can be a little bit longer. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for, yeah. I think I'm gonna do like a little daily thing, and I'm gonna start my day, do a little bit of probably start editing, at least put some images down in my hard drive, and start a little 3D print, a little Batman project I have going on there, and pretty cool. So you guys have a great day, and I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next paranormal. Oh my God, that was bad. I'll catch you in the next paranormal adventure. I see you guys. Love you.